It is Tuesday, December 17th, 2019, 9:16 a.m. Feels like -7 outside. It's a little chilly. It's kind of hasn't really been snowy, but there was kind of a big snow event. I guess not a lot of snow earlier this week, but now there's kind of just like the solid, chunky, icy snow on the ground. But it's not too bad. So far, not terrible. So in this video, I just want to kind of do like a quick update and then a 2019 in review, just to kind of go over kind of the stuff that happened in 2019. Just really quick, about an hour ago, or I guess maybe 30 minutes ago, I got back from writing my A+ Core 1 exam, and I passed. My score was 735, and you needed 675 to pass. So that was cool. I'm really excited about that, and that's done. I'm done. I'm gonna write Core 2 because right now, basically to get A+, you need both those certs. So right now I'm half A+ certified. Core 2 is all about operating systems. I don't know why I said that's so weird. So basically, with the new job, they want me to do one course. Basically, they have a thing for people, 2 courses a year, but since I'm part-time in 6 months, they're asking me to do 1 course, so I'm just going to finish Core 2 next year, so that counts as my course. And I'll have my A+ certification then. I don't think it's going to be that difficult. So yeah, this Core 1 exam itself wasn't too bad. For the majority of it, I knew the answers, I felt like, obviously, and they went well. The first I don't know, the first handful of questions were all networking questions, and there was actually a lot of networking questions. And the first few questions were all like what are they called, simulations. And one of them I had no idea. Like at the end, I flagged it for review because I didn't want to spend too much time on it. I came back to it at the end, and I had no idea how to do it. Basically, it was like user changed IP from this to this, and they can no longer access the files from this computer on that computer. And basically, it was a DNS issue. And basically the simulation was you had the command prompt up, and your only things you could do was ipconfig. You couldn't do /all, ns lookup, tracer help, and I think that's it. Maybe there's another one, but basically you had to resolve the issue and then test connectivity. I mean, I knew how to test connectivity. I knew I could see that it was a DNS issue. It wasn't resolving the name. But I didn't know how to fix it using the command, so I was like, fuck it, whatever, I'm just going to skip this, so I just didn't do it, and I ended up still passing, so that was nice. But yeah, it was a lot of networking questions. For the most part, I still remembered all the stuff. There was one that was like, if you were operating in bridge mode with 11 N, B, G, and AC, what would the speed be? And I was like, I don't know. So there was a few that I wasn't sure, but overall I felt pretty confident. To be honest, I was driving in feeling like I was like, oh, I think I'm overconfident for this. I'm kind of nervous now that I might, pull another Network Plus. I'm like, oh, I got this, and then fail. But then as the test went on, I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm doing well, but I had that little worry where I was like, I don't know though. Like I have been getting a few questions wrong, so luckily I passed greatly, so that was nice. So yeah, now I'm not gonna worry about studying. I'm gonna basically review the couple pages of operating system stuff because it's very quick. It'll be like 20 minutes, not even. I'll review that once or twice a week, and then yeah, I'm not studying. I'm gonna just actually enjoy the rest of the month off, and not have anything to do with studying for the first time in over a year. That'll be nice. And yeah, and I'll worry about that next year, and then we'll see where it goes from there. So that's a nice thing to end off the year with. One last certification that gets me that's kind of halfway done the last major one. And it's kind of funny because I'm pretty much A+ is probably recommended to go first, but now I have over a year experience just from studying and 2 months of internship experience. So like I knew a lot of the stuff they were asking me, and pretty much all the stuff they were asking me. There was a couple of questions maybe that I didn't really understand the wording, or there was like I knew the answer, but there was one of those questions where it was like 2 of these are right, but I didn't figure out which one's the most right. So it was nice. Like I felt like the way I did it, maybe not conventional, but it was definitely nice. Where by now writing the A+ exam, it was like I mean this is easy stuff. Like I've written harder exams than this, so that was cool. So so that's that. And then yeah, so now I want to go over the 2019 year, because it's been I was kind of going over stuff and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I did that. So not the most exciting year, but let's start with what I was most looking forward to, and that's 2019 in music. I was very, very looking forward to the music coming out this year, and it did not disappoint. It was a fantastic year for music. To be honest, probably the best year for music that I can remember, and it might be the best year for music ever in terms of, like, in my opinion. But yeah, there's a lot of good albums that came out. I just want to go over some of the ones that really stood out to me. Spoil Engine, Renaissance Noir, Nick Nocturnal Reflection, Blink-182 had not only a new album, but they had a Christmas song, which is actually really good. That album was really good. Foo Fighters released a bunch of short EPs this year. Let's see. Bring Me the Horizon had Ammo come out in January, which awesome. Inspired a future tattoo with the Paradise in My Soul quote. They also released a new song a few weeks ago maybe called Ludens, which is unbelievable. I hated it at first, but when I actually gave it like a full listen, unbelievable. It's a fantastic song. Fever 333, a Kingdom album. Hail the Sun, Devastate, and Recalibrate album. Who else was there? Let's see. It's kind of going. I searched for 2019 in my folder here. Destination Dimension, their Manto Dia album. Fantastic. It's a very, very good album, and I ranked that in my top 10. Actually, let me pull up that Facebook post because yeah, I had a top 10, and that was my 10th best album. I'll just pull up I'll pull it up, but then I'll also, yeah, here we go, and then I'll kind of finish it off at the end by saying which one's my favorites. Cattle Decap, Death Atlas album. Andy Gillian, Never After. That was actually a really good album. Hypnos, a Distant Dark Source. Madeon, Good Faith. That was a new album he had. Abigail Williams, Walk Beyond the Dark. That was an awesome album. Our Last Night had Overcome the Darkness, and I think they had another album. I think they had two albums this year. Blind Guardian, Legacy of the Dark Lands wasn't a traditional album, more classical, but still good. Words had their Trees album. Eskimo Callboy, Rehab. Saint Asonia, Flawed Design, that was a fantastic album. Soilwork released a new single called Feverish. Norma Jean, All Hail, amazing album. Still not my favorite from them, but still a fantastic album. Kanye's new Jesus is King album. Jimmy Eat World, Surviving album. I Built the Sky, The Zenith Rise, that was a fantastic album. Fit for an Autopsy, The Sea of Tragic Beasts. Dayshell, Mr. Pain, fantastic. Cartoon Theory, Yokai Orchestra. Bare Bones, Rival Minds. Wasn't as good as I was expecting it. Their previous album was better, but I like that album as well. Alter Bridge, Walk the Sky. Daddy Rock 2 came out. Wednesday 13, Necrophase album. Devil Wears Prada, the Act album. Disappointing for me in terms of the type of album that it was. By itself, it's an okay album. Just collectively, in terms of their discography, it's not my favorite, and it's not one that I see myself listening over to again. But then again, maybe it is. Maybe in the future, maybe with some more listens, it'll get better. I remember 818, and I want to say, did I like Death Throne? I want to say either 818 or Death Throne or 818 and Death Throne. I wasn't a fan of. I really, really disliked those albums, and then now I love them. So we'll see. I don't think that'll be the case with the Act, but we'll see. The Agonist had their Orphans album. Steel Panther, Heavy Metal Rules. Scarlord had, I think he had a couple albums, but Immortalization was good. Opeth and Incauda Venenum, fantastic. Of Mice and Men, Earth and Sky, that was a great album, a lot better than I was expecting. Black Anima from Lacuna Coil. Beautiful Oblivion from Issues. Welcome Home from Hell Yeah. Third Degree from Flying Colors. Sleep Talk by Dayseeker. The new Bray Wyatt song, Let Me In by Code Orange, was awesome. Pressure by Wage War. Superior Firepower by Tyrant of Death. Dark Hour by The Parlor Mob. Our Bones EP by The Contortionist. Order and Decline by Sum 41. Not their best, but still a good album. Really enjoyed that. Snoop had a new album, I Want to Thank Me. How It Feels to Be Lost by Sleeping with Sirens. From the Depths of Dreams by Senses Fail. Welcome to Galvania by Puddle of Mud. Hollywood's Bleeding by Post Malone, fantastic album. The Nothing by Korn. 7 Inches of Satanic Panic EP by Ghost. Hope in the Lost of It by Empty, fantastic band. I'm very happy I found out about them, and the reason I did is because of the O Sleeper tour, and they ended up not being on that tour anyway. The Liberation by Disillusion was fantastic. Didn't even know that album was coming out. The Things We Can't Stop by Colds. Shaped by Fire, As I Lay Dying, unbelievable. Still can't believe there's a new As I Lay Dying album. We Are Not Your Kind, Slipknot. Fear Inoculum, Tool. Can't believe that album came out. The Ocean Calls Me Home by Anapest. Concrete, I think that's a song by Poppy. Disguise, Motionless in White. Thoughts and Prayers, the song off that album is still, that breakdown is that might be breakdown of the year for me. That's so good. Il Nino had a song, Sangre, I don't know. I Have God, I think that's a single from Era. Dominion by Hammerfall. Artificial Void by Unprocessed. Human Target by Thy Art Is Murder. Let's see who else here. Alien by Northlane. That was a good album. Very different, but good. Killswitch Engage, Atonement. It was whatever. It was a good album. Just wasn't anything crazy. Unending by Cloudkicker was fantastic. Beautiful songs in there. A Fistful of Poison by Bushwhacker. Finding God Before God Finds Me by Bad Omens. The 7 EP Lil Nas X, Old Town Road. That came out this year. Velino by Flesh God Apocalypse. Blooded Unbowed by O Sleeper. Love Is Dead and We Killed Her, Dulskin. That was a fantastic album. Wasn't expecting to be that good. Mother Nature, The Dangerous Summer. That was a surprise album for me. High Crimes by Damn Things. Let's see. Hollow Form by Spirit Healer. Humanicide by Death Angel. Sudden Sky by Crown the Empire. Illuminate by Anoop Sastry. Chon's new album was fantastic, self-titled. Now We Sleep by Artificial Language. Binary Garden by Auras. A Rock Supreme by Danko Jones. Badger Milk had their self-titled album come out this year, which is fantastic. Blinded is a new song by Alien Weaponry, which was great. Berserker, Amon Amarth. Hell by Tweer, I think is pronounced. Very good album. Arizona by Famous Last Words. I think I already mentioned Ammo. She Is Coming by Miley Cyrus. That was a great album. Some really good songs on that. Thy Messenger from Vader. The Valley from Whitechapel. Weezer's Teal album. What else is there? Trivium's I Don't Want to Be Me single. Before the Storm by Bless the Fall. I think that's a single. Vertical Lighten, solo work. I think that's an album. I think so. That came out. Lotus by Sohn. Rammstein's self-titled album came out. I think I was expecting that, but that's awesome that came out. Ships Fly Up, Ghost Kingdom. Dead by Wednesday, self-titled. Be Here Now, I believe, Basement's new album came out, I believe, this year. If not, they had a single or two come out. Redeemer by Red Handed Denial, fantastic album. New Sadistic Haunted Gardens was great. The Dead Days by Get Scared. Periphery's Hail Stan, another Our Last Nights. La Dispute came out with a new album from their hiatus, Panorama. I think it was okay. I Prevail's new Trauma album was fantastic. Hexed by Children of Bodom. Empath by Devin Townsend. Strength in Numbers by Fever 53. Evergrey's The Atlantic album. Distance Over Time by Dream Theater. That's a fantastic album. Gorgon, Elegy. In Flames, I The Mask. That was okay. Phantom Sessions by August Burn Red. Demon Hunter had War and Peace come out, which were okay. Zayo had a new album, Decoding Transmissions from the Whatever. New CKY album, Too Precious to Kill. Carnal Forge, Gun to Mouth Salvation. That was a great album. Attila, Villain album. Fantastic. No Love, No One. Gideon, I think that's a single. That was good. Dream on Dreamer, Love album. Happy to see that come out. Born of Osiris, The Simulation. And Papa Roach, Who Do You Trust? That's all the stuff that I actually listened to this year. I'm sure there's other albums that came out, but those are the ones I listened to. I'm sure there's other ones, like I said, that were fantastic. But what a fantastic year for music. And 2020 is already shaping up to be great. I think there's new Breaking Benjamin, new Poppy, which comes out in January, which I'm very, very, very looking forward to. Bring Me the Horizon has said that they want to release more albums, but have them be shorter, so that could be coming out next year. Slipknot has potentially another album coming out next year. It's going to be the secret disc or secret album that they created during All Hope Is Gone, which is going to be not Slipknot, but Slipknot. There is the new Demons and Wizards album, which comes out, which they released a new song. I forget what it's called, but it was actually very, very good. I want to see if there's anything just real quick on Kingdom that I'm not that I'm missing here. Echo Smith's new album, looking forward to that. Really quick here, because I know there's a few. Suicide Silence, a new album. Green Day has a new album. Weezer has a new album, and probably Foo Fighters have new albums coming out as well. Hollywood Undead has a new album. Intronaut has a new album. Beneath the Massacre has a new album. Five Finger Death Punch in February. And Static X, yeah, forgot about that. New A Day to Remember, that's coming out as well. That was supposed to come out, I think, this month, but they got postponed. Apparently, a new Kanye album, Black Veil Brides. So, I mean, tons of albums already announced. Tons more coming. 2020 is looking to be a pretty good year in terms of music, so I'm really looking forward to that. My top 10 for 2019, though, my top 10 albums were We Are Not Your Kind was number 1 by Slipknot. Number 2, All Hail by Norma Jean. Shaped by Fire, As I Lay Dying. Redeemer by Red Handed Denial. Bloodied Unbowed by O Sleeper, Unending by Cloudkicker, Walk Beyond the Dark by Abigail Williams, Cattle Decaps, Death Atlas, Ammo by Bring Me the Horizon, and Mantodia by Destination Dimension. Fantastic albums, and yeah. So that is the music that came out this year, but let's talk about some other stuff also. This is going to be a longer video, but I guess in keeping with music, let's just really quickly go over some of the concerts that I went to. I feel like I'm missing something here. This doesn't feel complete, but let's go over some of the shows. So I believe it was in May. I was supposed to see Bring Me the Horizon and Scarlord, but that got canceled. Ozzy also got rescheduled to next year, so that's going to happen. I believe, who was it that was opening for him? I think it was Marilyn Manson. Honestly, I would have preferred to see Megadeth, but I'm really excited to see Marilyn Manson. We started off, first thing I went to was Cirque du Soleil with Matt and Mom. Then we had, I don't think these are exactly in alphabetical order, but there was also the O Sleeper Famous Last Words show. O Sleeper was fantastic. That's when I hurt my finger. It's feeling all better now. I got sick, got a cough from that guy that lasted for goddamn ever. There was SummerSlam weekend in August. There was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Fantastic show. Raw and SmackDown were okay, and realized that I don't ever want to do Raw or SmackDown again unless like a very specific reason. We had the Slipknot Behemoth Gojira Volbeat show. Slipknot was fantastic. Best show I went to all year. I loved it. It was Dream Theater was pretty good too, but yeah, that was a fantastic show. I had a really great time, and I was exhausted after that show. Demons and Wizards, fantastic. Wednesday 13, dope. Static X show was fantastic. I was super excited to see Static X. The Dream Theater show, like I said, was fantastic. I honestly, that might be the best show I saw all year, just because it was just so great. It was so awesome, and that was awesome. And that was the last show I saw of the year. Before that, we had Alien Weaponry, Black Dahlia Murder, and Black Label Society. I was very excited to see Alien Weaponry and Black Dahlia Murder, especially Black Dahlia. They were awesome. And then we saw Adam Sandler this year, me and Matt did, and we also saw Jerry Seinfeld locally here. That was awesome. Very, very fantastic show. That was hilarious. I wasn't expecting him to be that funny, but he was funnier. And then also in June, we went to Wonderland, and that was when we rode, not the Behemoth, what's it called? That new ride, whatever the new ride is. We rode that one 4 times. Fantastic. Loved it. Love every second of it, and really excited to go back eventually. But yeah, so that was kind of the show or whatever stuff that we did. Going back now, let's talk about some other stuff. I think it's either January, February, or March. Taylor texted me again. We started talking again, which was unexpected. Never expected to talk to her ever again. And we caught up. We actually met up here at a Starbucks in the summer at some point. And yeah, I think we're friends again, which is nice. We don't talk very often. They're kind of that weird relationship. We're kind of estranged friends, I guess. Secretive friends because she doesn't want people to know about us, which is fair. She kind of texts me on text her, so I don't know the boundaries of our relationship, but I don't really feel like asking. But it's nice that she's back in my life. I really appreciate her, and I love her in a very friend way, because she was there for me when I needed someone the most, and she is an awesome person, and I hope that we can continue being friends because I really enjoy her friendship. Also. Some point in the spring, summer, I hung out with Carla for the last time because she moved back home. She moved back home. A little sad because really close friend of mine. We still talk every once in a while. So she's doing well. She's working now part time, which is nice. But yeah, we had sushi, and I think that was it. This year, obviously, I finished school. I spent the year in school, finished up with an internship, and I'm done. I'm done school. This entire year was going to be the school year. Started last year, finished this year, and I'm done. I'm officially done. 2019 was the year of school, and I'm done. So that's exciting. This year, I spent a lot of time getting certifications. I started with Project Plus, I think I started with my MCSA, finished the 698 exam to get my MCSA for Windows 10. I got my Project Plus. I got 2 out of 3 of the servers 2016 certificates. To be honest, I don't really know if I'm going to go for the 741 again, because I just don't care. I really don't. Security Plus, I got that, and of course, 1/2 of A+. That feels like a short list, but that's all I saw when I was looking through stuff, so there's that. Around Easter, my Reese addiction began. The Reese's Easter eggs just destroyed my life, so that was happening this year. I bought a new phone as well as AirPods this year. This was kind of an expensive year just in terms of what stuff I was buying with the concerts and some of the new tech. So basically, I was going through my expenses, and I saw that I bought my pipe in March, which felt very late, but expenses don't lie. So I guess this was the year that I actually really started smoking weed. Like, I know I tried it last year, but I think this was like the year where I really kind of got into it more. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, I think I've managed to kind of keep it where keep only doing it to where I feel like it's gonna help me when I'm doing it for a reason, not just, oh, I want to get high, here we go. So that's been nice. It's been nice to kind of be able to moderate that, and it's so nice to have that as a way of making me feel a little bit better. I saw an article that actually said that, I didn't read all of it. I kind of skimmed through it, and I definitely read the headline. Basically, it said that weed can help people with depression, but studies have shown in the long term it actually makes things worse. So that made me wonder. But for the most part, I think that if anything, right now the way I'm doing it, I felt in the moment better, and at times as an effect later on, I felt better. I haven't felt things get worse. So I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on that. That was a very interesting article. So that's something to keep in mind. This year, I bought new shoes, which are awesome. I still love them. That was back in May, and I still don't want to get them dirty. I got the Vans and the black Adidas. So there's that. I got this new chair. I bought some new jeans, which finally fitting. And in July, I got the heart tattoo, which I completely forgot about when I was making this list. The only reason I remember that is because it was my expenses. So, yikes. But yeah, very happy about that. Let's see. In terms of games I played this year, I played a shit ton of Battlefield 5. That's probably the game that's probably one of the top 3 games I played all year. Just in terms of my hours. I think when the year started, I had maybe 30, 40 hours on there, and now up to like 130, 140. I honestly think by the end of December, maybe even January, I'm gonna have more hours on that than I did Battlefield 1, which I think has 150 something hours. So I think easily I'm gonna break that, and that'll be my most played Battlefield game. I really enjoyed it. I really grown to enjoy it a lot more than I thought I would. This was the year of games though. I stopped playing WoW, and I don't remember when that was, but I stopped March, April, I think, maybe May. I don't know, but I stopped playing WoW, and I didn't really feel like playing games at all. So, or no, that's not right. I did feel like playing games. At first I felt like playing games. So basically the year started with me playing a lot of games. So there was, I played Distraint, which ended up being a game that, honestly, it's a fantastic game that I love talking about. It was awesome. I played Borderlands, all 3 of the games that are there. Fantastic series. I'm really looking forward to Borderlands 3. It comes out on Steam in March, and I honestly, I really want to play it right now, but I don't want to buy it on Epic. So when that comes out, I'm probably... We'll see, but I'm most likely going to buy that full price just because I really, really want to play it. Because I really like Borderlands. It ended up being a game that I fucking loved, and I'm glad that I gave it another shot. Because I remember playing Borderlands 1 back in the day and hating it, and I only gave it like maybe 20, 30 minutes. But I'm glad I gave it more of an opportunity because, like I said, it ended up being one of my favorite games ever. That was awesome. Played a lot of Rocket League. It was this year is when I got over 1,000 hours in Rocket League. It's the first Steam game I've ever had to get that. I believe it's the second game ever to have anything in terms of quadruple digits in terms of hours played. The only reason I say I think is because I don't know how many hours I have on Diablo 2. If I were to wager a guess, I don't think it's over 1,000. But if it is, that would be my second game, and then it would be Rocket League. But there's that. Over the summer, into the fall, we started playing Gary's Mod again, which was really fun. Started making YouTube videos on that again. I posted the most amount of YouTube videos this year than I have since I stopped doing it kind of as a job. So that was cool. Looking forward to being able to watch those in the future, where I've kind of separated myself in terms of those and kind of re-watch them and not remember what happens. So I'm glad that we did that. I'm glad that we had those memories again. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. Diablo 2, played a lot of that in the summer. Diablo 3 also, but Diablo 2, like I spent a lot of time, even in class, I was playing Diablo 2, had a really fun time. And then, of course, just like I said, I ended up, I wanted to play the shit out of that game, and I wanted to make a sorceress or whatever and level that up. And then, of course, I got IP banned for 2 weeks because I kept logging on and off. And then by the time I came back, I knew it was going to happen, and it did. I was kind of bored of the game, so I didn't want to play. So that was that. And that reminds me, I do have to go make sure my characters don't expire, so I have to do that maybe later today. Let's see, is that it? Yeah, for games, that's it. Like I said, stop playing WoW, and I really had a good time with that. I still, like, I tried, I did the 15th anniversary. I think I talked about this last time. I played the 15th anniversary, and I really don't want to play still. I tried Classic, and I kind of logged off after 5 minutes. Not because I was bored, but I was just like, I don't really want to play. It's interesting, like, I have that appeal to play Classic and just, like, experience the game and stuff, but, like, I really don't want to grind, so we'll see. Maybe when I end up playing WoW again, that'll probably be maybe what I'll focus on. I don't know, but right now, just a thought. Just right now, thinking about like going back into BFA and doing anything. No. So there was that. After I think it was closer to the summer. After playing games all the time, I really just did not want to play a game at all. And so I stopped playing games and pretty much spent all of my time watching stuff. That was when I watched all of the Marvel movies from start to finish. That was awesome. I'm glad I did that because I've really, really enjoyed those. I started watching more TV shows. Caught up with Fear the Walking Dead, My Hero Academia, One Punch Man. What else was there? There was AP Bio, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is fantastic. I watched Agent Carter, I believe it was. And yeah, and then there's just other stuff that I've been watching since then. So spent a lot of time watching stuff there, and kind of got into the swing of things. Rick and Morty. To the swing of things where kind of basically I want to watch more things. I like watching stuff, but at the same time now I'm kind of getting back into gaming and stuff. So, or have been back into gaming for a while. So I try to still watch stuff. Right now I'm watching Star Wars. I've been watching all the Star Wars movies. On Friday, me and Matt are going at noon to watch episode 9, the finale. Today I'm watching episode 8, and that'll be it. And then probably tomorrow I'll watch the Clone Wars movie and then start watching the Clone Wars series. Just because I honestly, watching these movies, every time I watch Star Wars, I always get reminded how much I love Star Wars, and I really want to get back into I remember I started watching Clone Wars, and me and Taylor broke up and I stopped. But I love Star Wars. I really want to get into the story and learn more about it and kind of be immersed in that universe because I love Star Wars. So I'm gonna do that and probably after I watch the Clone Wars, I'll probably start watching Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Finally give The Hobbit a chance to view that without the excitement of, oh my god, it's The Hobbit, I can't believe I'm watching this, and also watch the finale. Like Battle of the Five Armies, I believe, is the last one. When we saw that at the midnight opening, and by the time the ending came on, I remember bits and pieces, but I was falling asleep. I was so tired because it was like 1 or 2 in the morning, and I just couldn't stay awake like I could the other 2 movies. And yeah, so finally understand what happens at the end of the movie. So that'll be cool. This year also, obviously, I bought my VR set. Been playing that pretty much every other day. Yesterday I beat Doom VR, which was cool and exciting. That's the first VR game that I've beaten, and I'm slowly getting better at not having motion sickness. There was one part in the game where basically you went on this thing that it was kind of like the bouncy things from Half-Life, because you would go on it and it would shoot you up into the air, and that was like really, really disorienting. But for the most part, other than that, like I felt pretty normal just moving around. Did a lot of teleporting, but just the movement that I had, it didn't really feel too bad. In Rec Room also, the last time I played it, I wasn't really feeling very motion sicknessy, which is nice. People do say that you kind of got to play it more often to get rid of that motion sickness, so I'm glad that that's happening. But yeah, so yeah, I'm probably gonna play some more today. I think I might finally start Skyrim, the game I was most excited for. I don't know why I'm saving it, but maybe give that a shot and try some other stuff as well. Just in prep for Half-Life Alyx. Honestly, just the next 3 months is really just getting used to VR, getting it to a point where it's second nature, and when I go to play Half-Life Alyx, I'm learning the game. I'm not learning how to play VR and getting used to motion sickness and stuff like that. So, yeah. Also, I'm going to just write this down before I forget, because I want to talk about that. But last thing, just real quick, also, I think is, just double check to make sure that it is the last thing. That's all the stuff. That's all of that. And yeah, this year also I worked out all year. There was a couple days that I missed or on purpose. And kind of the last month, then maybe month and a half or so, I've been kind of not actually that month and a half. I'd say the last month has been kind of iffy in terms of what I do and do not. Last week I tried doing 2 workouts on Monday, 2 workouts on Tuesday, and then having the rest of the week off. That worked nice. I liked it. Yesterday I did 1 workout, and I was gonna do one at night, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna do 4 this week and 1 every day. But tomorrow, if I pass the exam, I'll switch it up. It was like, I was gonna do 2 and 2 again. But now I'm like, I passed. My reward is that I'm not gonna work out. So I'm not working out, and I'm always trying to find reasons. Next week I'm not gonna be working out because of Christmas at some point. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know, but there's that. In terms of Christmas itself, though, I finished all the Christmas shopping was it Friday? I don't know, last week sometime, I think it was on Friday, I went to the malls. I spent, I think it was 5 hours out of the house just shopping, and most of that was just going from clothing store to clothing store to clothing store looking for stuff to buy dad. And he's a triple XL, which apparently almost no one makes stuff for. Double XL is like the most common in terms of anything that's larger than XL. Even that though is a lot of stores don't have that, and almost no stores have triple XL. But luckily I found him some stuff, so I ended up getting him 2 flannel, kind of thicker, warmer long sleeve shirts, 2 long sleeve shirts in general that, I don't know, they kind of seem a little thin, but he already has them, so whatever. I got him a nice thick, warm sweater with a hood, and I also bought him a 128 gig USB stick because he had mentioned needing one or something like that, or external hard drive. I was gonna get him an external hard drive, but they're a little bit more expensive, so maybe I'll leave that for next year and get him like I don't know, a few terabytes, depending on what he wants. He'll probably just want more clothes. He always asks for more clothes. For Matt, we got him, let's see, there was the controller, Xbox controller, and adapter. He wanted a Deathwing mat that I ordered, but I don't think it's going to come till January, so I'm going to have to do something funny with that. I got him an Arthas book, which I was a little bit hesitant to get because he didn't ask for it, but I know he got himself an Arthas Christmas sweater, and I honestly think he'd like the book. It's pretty much the same vein as Illidan, so I think he'd like the book. Arthas is a good character, rich story, so there's that. And then I returned the Undertaker pop that I had gotten him, just because he had linked me some other stuff that he wanted, one of which was a Predator pop. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to get him something that he actually wants. I don't know, I'm sure he'd like the Undertaker, but he actually wants the Predator one, or he linked it anyway. So I got him a Predator pop, and that's what he's getting. And then for Mom, she's getting creams, a floor mat for her car, some baking thing, and pants and a shirt. And for Danny, I got her the WoW cookbook, as well as like another dessert cookbook. So that's that. And then for me, I don't know what I'm going to get, but I'm sure I'll let you know next week. But yeah, for 2020, I think I was actually thinking about this last night. I kind of, so a couple things actually. For whatever reason, my throat's a little dry. For whatever reason, I've been having, not regularly, but I've been having some dreams lately where I have, like, there's a girl in my life, and lately I've been feeling not lonely, but almost like I would like to be in a relationship. But when I think about that and what that entails, like, you know, having to go out on the weekend or spend time with this person, I'm just like, I don't want to do that at all. But then I wonder, like, why is that? Is that because I just really enjoy having time to myself, or is that just because, and that's, you know, and that's never gonna go away, or is that just because I'm still just kind of, I enjoy having time to myself now, and I don't really want to rush in anything or force anything, just let it happen naturally and stuff like that. So I don't know, but yeah, I've been thinking about that. Because, I don't know, it's just been something that's been on my mind lately. I don't know why. I don't know what started it, but I've been having that thought of wanting someone in my life, which is weird. But there's that. And then, for next year, I want to, I don't know, I want to say that I want to do more things. And I don't know what I mean by that. I don't know, like, for me, the idea of fun isn't really going out and exploring the city and exploring fun things to do, and especially, I don't know, some things can do solo, but just some things are more fun with people. Maybe that's the reason I want a girlfriend too, I don't know. But yeah, like, I kind of want to go, and I want to spend a little less time in front of the computer. I want to do more things, have a little bit more experiences. I also want to maybe, you know, learn to play the guitar, or start, you know, regularly practicing the guitar. I'd like to, yeah, those are the kind of the big things, especially the getting out more thing. Like, for example, like, when I started having my December off, I was thinking about, like, man, like, this is, for a lot of people, they would take this time to go do stuff. Like, I'm just sitting at home playing games, watching stuff, and enjoying it, and I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm not saying that I'm not enjoying it, but, like, part of me is like, but why don't you go do something? Like go out and experience something. Like, because I don't care if people ask me, like, what'd you do? And I sat at home. Like, I don't care. But there's a part of me that's like, well, like, it'd be cool to have, like, a story. Like, oh, you know, I went and did this and this. You know, experienced this and this. So next year, I think I'd like to do more of that, and not just have it be concerts. Like, I don't think concerts counts, because that's just something I'm probably going to do anyway. And actually, next year I probably want to spend a little less on concerts. But I'll have a job that pays more than my second career. So I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, like, I just want to experience a little bit more, and have stuff to do. And I don't know, maybe work on a relationship or something. I don't know. But those are the kind of the I guess resolutions for next year. I was gonna say something. Voice crack. I was gonna say something about like working out, but honestly, I don't. I don't know. Just keep working out, I guess. It's rough. Like I'm getting to that point where like I really despise it, and it's like I'm finding mentally I'm just trying to find any reason to get out of it. So I don't know, man. Part of me says just find something new to do, just something different. And it's like, well, I don't want to do it at all. And it's like, okay, well, just do like 15-minute work. It's like I did that, and it didn't work. It wasn't good. It wasn't anything good. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. So we'll figure something out. But yeah, that's what's going on now. And that's it for 2019. 2019 come and gone. Overall, I'd say it was a pretty good year. It was nice. It was a nice way to end the decade. And speaking of the decade, the next video I'll probably make, and it's something I want to put a little bit more thought into. At some point this month, or at some points, I'd like to do like a year or a decade in review, kind of go over where I started the decade and where I ended it. And just from the thoughts I have of that right now, it's kind of crazy because, 2010, for example, I'm still in high school, and now, I'm not. So, yeah. So, like 10 years ago, I was 16. And since then, I've had so many experiences. I got my first job, I got my first girlfriend, lost my virginity, I stopped smoking weed for a long time, started smoking weed again. I grew up my hair. Like I was still playing drums back then. Like a lot of things have happened. A lifetime of stuff has happened in the last 10 years, and I wonder, and it's crazy. It makes me wonder, like, what is going to happen in the 10 years after that? Like from 2020 to 2029, what will my life be like then? Because just thinking, like, I want to write this stuff down and have like probably another 40-minute video talking about it. But like, just thinking about all the stuff that's happened between now and then, or between now and then, I wonder, like, will my life be as different from 26 to 36? Because 16 to 26, that's a lot of stuff. Like, just stuff just happens. Like school stuff happens, work stuff happens. Like that, you're beginning your life at that point. And now that my life has kind of been made, or not been made, I guess, but like I'm in, I'm living my life, and just I'm curious to see what my decade in review in 2029 would be like. So anyway, 40 minutes gone down, and yeah, I'm gonna go relax. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my holidays here and just chill. I've got some podcasts to watch. I'm gonna play some video games. Gonna watch episode 8, and yeah. So see ya.